Good evening. My name is Jake Robertson, and I'm going to be talking to you today about motivational and morale issues facing corporations today. Now, my corporation is called Meijer, and Meijer is a retail grocery corporation. But these issues aren't just limited to Meijer, they're spread across most all industries in today's day and age. Motivation and morale really don't seem like they go together that well. But as we talk over the next few minutes, you'll start to see some similarities between the two, and really, the ways that they're fixed or resolved are quite similar. Let's start with motivation. With motivation, according to a published motivator, Mary Foster, motivation issues in the workplace can stem from a variety of things. One of the top contributors is the lack of new work. And what is new work? New work is just this. I'll give you an example. I have a produce department in my store. I have wonderful employees that have worked there 20, 30 years. They come in every day and do the exact same thing over and over and over again, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. And they do this mundanely. They have no motivation to do anything else because they know that is their job and nothing else is required of them. Well, in order to break up that monotony and increase these employees' self-worth enough that they want to be motivated, they want to do a better job, we do what's called cross-training. And what cross-training is I'm going to take that produce person and I'm going to put them in a bakery. I'm going to put them in the deli. I'm going to put them in general merchandise. And I'm going to teach them new things. I'm going to make them feel like they're not just a one-trick pony. I'm going to make them feel like they're needed and they're valued for something other than what they've been doing for the last 20 years. With that comes incentives. And what motivates people more than incentives? The incentive is simply this. There's more hours available in more departments. And more hours leads to more money. And what is the most universal way of motivating people than money? There's one more thing that can motivate them, but we're going to leave that for later because that's going to cross over into morale issues as well. So let's go to morale issues. According to Business Daily Journal author Lisa Schoolcraft, morale issues can be seen miles away if you're watching closely. The core of these problems is miscommunication, in some instances, non-communication between leadership and non-leadership. Communication is the most important thing in that relationship. We have what's called an open door policy. And an open door policy is quite simply that. Any team member can come into any management's office at any time, unless of course they're in some sort of meeting, and talk freely about things that are going on, about issues they don't understand, about problems they don't understand, concerns. And that policy, that open door policy, really allows them to open up and get that off their chest. And that alone can raise up morale. Something else that we do at Meijer to raise morale is we, as leadership, because I'm leadership, we take breaks, we take our lunches with other team members, non-leadership. We talk, we converse, we create an environment of communication. Because what happens if you don't have that communication and you have low morale? The first thing that happens, one of the first things that happens, is a negative attitude. Now, I don't know about other industries, but I know in grocery, the first and easiest way to ruin your business is to hire people and have employees with negative attitudes. Doesn't work out well. Which brings me to that point that I mentioned over motivation. That'll help both motivation and morale. A positive attitude by everyone, not just leadership, not just team members, everyone with a positive attitude. You walk into that building, you walk into whatever place you work with a smile on your face. No matter what's going on, you're there to work. You're there about business. You have a smile on your face, you're happy, and happiness is infectious. People see someone smiling, more than not, they're going to get a little bit brighter. They're going to look at the world not so grimly. And your morale just might raise a little bit. These are just some of the ways we can fix motivational and morale issues in any industry, and more specifically mine of retail grocery. I'd like to thank you for your time. Have a great night.